balling. There's no way.
That's a very good question, man. That's a very good question. I'm gonna start with this, man. Since we live, hit that like button, RKO that like button, Codebreaker that like button, 619 that like button. Hit it with Sweet Chin music for all I care. But hit that like button. We back with another episode of NFL Pregame Pick, and make sure you do that. What's up with you, Derek? What's up with you, B? Derek, I'm gonna start with you. What was your biggest takeaway from the not the conference, but the divisional round
Come on,
games?
bro. Come on. It's just another day. First of all, cheers. It's just another week where I bet some money on the Chiefs and then I get that money back and some. I mean, I know we had a lot of fun conversations last weekends about what ifs and could have beens and should have beens. And I know that this week we're probably going to have some very spirited conversations about officials and refereeing. But at the end of the day, it's another Chiefs dub. What do you want me to do? I just come on here and I tell you the truth. If you bet money on the Chiefs, you're probably going to get it back and some. It is what it is. I rest my case.
B, what you got? What did you think of from the divisional round? Nah, you muted. I don't know what you. For some reason, you muted. I don't know, Derek. Do you hear him? I don't hear him.
I don't hear him, but you can hear me.
Yeah, I think.
So,
Yeah, I hear you. I think he muted
all
right
right.
now. I don't know
Okay.
what that is.
Hear me now, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I hear
yeah.
you now.
There you go.
All right. It was my other mixer. Um, the whole Lamar thing, bro. I don't ever want to hear anything about him ever again. Dead set. I don't want to hear nothing ever again. I don't want to hear no excuses. I that was my whole thing. One of them is gonna have to like either Josh Allen or Patrick or Lamar, right? It, I don't want to hear anything about Lamar seriously, at all, at all. But I mean, we've all said this since last year, right? And even probably before that about Lamar will never be able to win. But it's just
And we still
now,
keep getting that question: when is Lamar gonna win the Super Bowl? And it's like, God
yeah.
damn, bro, we didn't laid it out for you every single time. I got
So
shit. I can pull up every fucking article and read the shit word for word if I
yeah,
need to do so.
I see
But
that you kind of get frustrated when you get that question a lot
yeah,
when you're
yeah,
doing your lives. I be seeing it and I be
you
laughing.
don't
I mean,
understand.
that was my biggest takeaway. I do remember saying when I saw it on Twitter, they said who's going to win, Lamar or Josh Allen. I think the NFL posted it in the comments. I said the MVP is going to lose or whatever. I think Lamar. I think they're going to give him the MVP. I won't be surprised if they give him the MVP.
I know some article or some shit voted him. No MVP gave him his nod. So
Yeah.
whatever that means, if it actually means he wins the MVP in the award show.
Yeah, yeah. I think they're gonna give it to him. He's just gonna. He's probably gonna be worse than Aaron Rodgers because he's not. He'll get MVPs, but he won't even get no Super Bowl. And that's
He'll
their
be
way
deemed
of
a choker too. That's the thing.
yeah. That's their way of basically like taking care of Lamar. And that was my biggest takeaway. I'm like, yo, I mean, the Chiefs did what they did. Shout out to them. No other game was surprising at all. It's just the whole thing with Lamar. I don't even want to hear nothing from now on. Seriously, that was my biggest takeaway.
Wait, now we ain't gonna glaze right past, Washington destroying Detroit. What? Hold up.
Oh, I mean, yo, shout out. I mean, shit. Well, I've always said this. There's no chance in hell the Lions will ever win the Super Bowl. So that's the reason why that wasn't a big take for me. I'm like, it's the Lions. I've been said that it's never gonna happen. So that's to me that's no big deal. It's what they do, and that's what they're always gonna do. And don't be surprised if they are a wild card team next year, and they probably won't even make the playoffs next year. Y'all probably say it's a bit of a stretch, but the
It's
Packers is
not.
gonna, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like
not that crazy.
Think
yeah,
about it. Ben Johnson left for the Bears. That's an offensive
yeah,
minded coach that's gonna help the Bears and Caleb Williams. Then
yeah.
you got Glenn. He's with the Jets now. Guess what? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's 15-2 team, whatever they were.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they finna lose some shit next
Things
week.
have to balance themselves out. Like there are going to be
absolutely.
great teams that are bad, and there are going to be bad teams that get back up. I think the next year, the
Packers win the
Bears are going to
division next
be
year.
the Packers will probably come back better because they got to
Yep.
justify that Jordan Love money, and the
Yep.
Bears will be competitive. The Lions are probably going to be the ones that fall down a little bit.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
agree
they'll
with
come
that.
back to earth.
I agree with that 1000%. So yeah, that was my big takeaways. There you go.
Okay, I read somewhere they were saying that only 32% of the money was on Kansas City versus Buffalo. What in the hell? That's got to be emotional for some of these people.
Yeah.
That's an emotionally charged bet right there. You put money on Buffalo.
Let me ask you a question though. Seriously though, do you think these numbers is real? No,
Nah.
like in all seriousness.
Nah,
Do you think these
hell
numbers?
no.
Oh, okay. Because
They
I
might
thought
be
about
rounding
it.
some shit up. They might just say, you know what, change that 1, 2, or 4, or 1, 2, or 3, or something.
They literally just
free it up a
cherry
little
pick-
bit.
They cherry pick the sports book based off of what they want the narrative to be. So it's like if they want the narrative to be nobody's putting money on this team, and they go to
They won't
DraftKings, they're like,
push that
well,
shit.
boy, they actually are. Wait, and they go to FanDuel. Oh wait, they actually are. Then they go to BetMGM. Oh, nobody's putting money on that team there. As you can see, nobody's putting money on this team according to certain sports books. It's like,
Yeah,
bro, there's
exactly.
like 35, and you referenced one. Like,
Yeah.
come on, dog. Be
Yeah.
for real. I don't believe any of that shit, bro.
How many? Which one of you guys found it funny when you saw like the I know they said that Buffalo, somebody put some big money on Buffalo, like I think yesterday, but before that with the Chiefs, it was 1.3 against Buffalo, and that was that representing that whole 13-second shit. I said, get out of here with this bullshit. Come on,
Yeah.
now. Yeah. I was like, come on, this is. But yeah, it is what it is.
I actually haven't looked at any of the spreads all week actually, so I'm curious to see what they are this evening as we talk about it.
Damn, I thought I put them up already.
Well,
let me see real quick.
Wow. You know, honestly, this kind of makes sense. These are actually pretty tough spreads, I'm not gonna lie. Like they make a lot of sense to me. I think not to spoil the picks because I know we got some time, but I am more surprised by the Commanders and Eagles spread. In my opinion.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Curious to me.
Yeah, you do know
crazy.
You do know, I think, right? Because the Commanders is 0-on. Well, they 2-0 right on the road. If I'm not mistaken, both of the games they won wasn't the spread 6. Yeah, well, 6.5, but I think it ended in 6. And
they were around a
be
touchdown,
right.
but it's like both games they were pretty heavily.
They was heavily.
Wait, stop. No. Detroit was a 9.5-point favorite.
Okay,
that's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But we all thought that wasn't going to cover. To be fair,
and Tampa was a 3-point favorite over Washington.
Okay, there you go. I stand corrected. All right, there you go.
It's like not to take anything away from the Commanders, but it's like the Tampa Bay game when they beat Tampa. It's like nobody was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it!" Like that wasn't that big of a deal. The Lions game was the real bait, though. Like you already know the league fucking cleaned up on that. Like it was they probably made tens of millions of dollars off of that game.
All those Super Bowl futures and shit too. Think about that. Chiefs, Lions. Dale, what was your takeaways since you joined us?
What's good, y'all?
Good,
How
man.
the chat doing? To piggyback off the Lions and Commanders game, that game surprised me. Very, very fluky. I didn't think that outcome was gonna happen. What other game they had? They had
Rams and Eagles. We ain't talking about that. Rams and Eagles.
Okay, can we talk about the Rams and Eagles? Because if my memory serves me correctly, I was the only one to pick the Eagles, and that's kind of
I know
weird.
he's gonna bring this shit up.
That's kind of odd.
Hey,
I'd love to hear you all's take on what happened in this game.
To back my point, in Lowe's comment of our live video, I did say I'm on Eagles money line and Eagles -6 when the game got closer.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I faded the Eagles. You already know that.
Oh yeah, I already said
I faded the hell out. I faded the hell out of the Eagles, bro.
I don't believe in the Eagles. I will never believe in the Eagles after they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
there's no reason to.
I'm gonna pick against them like the whole playoffs, bro. So I
But
just don't.
no, like at the end of the day, they got the Nick Foles statue, so
Yeah,
that's gonna come to
exactly.
the end at some point, you know. So
Yeah, because
it is
it's
what it
so.
is.
When I was going to bed yesterday, I even asked myself, right? Because I was like on Twitter before I like closed my eyes, and I said, "Yo, but okay, so if they do win, right? So if they win, why don't you might as well just give Jalen Hurts a statue at this point? Because I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't get, because let's say it's the Chiefs and the Eagles again, right? And right now, Patrick Mahomes is arguably, right. They're talking about him arguably being a GOAT if he wins this time. So I mean, if the Eagles is beating two GOATs, you might as well give another statue again. Then one person Foles, aka Foles, beat Brady. Now you might as well give Jalen Hurts a goddamn trophy if he beats Patrick Mahomes at this point. Every single person that they beat, give them a trophy.
Now
I
it's
don't
gonna be a
see
Saquon Barkley statue if they win.
it don't
Him
or
reverse
Saquon.
hurdling over, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Should be crazy.
I didn't get it. So I'm still sticking with the no Eagles, no chance ever since Nick Foles got that statue. No.
I'll say this about statues. A lot of places just do this, like arenas, for like an attraction. Basically, a monument, if you will. Kind of like teams will find a way to do it, even for some players who really don't need it. Like, why does Kobe have multiple statues? Why doesn't he just have one? Think about it.
So
Things like that to attract other people.
So you're saying that the statues don't even matter no more at this point?
Look at D Wade's statue. That don't even look like him. That look like Lawrence Fishburne.
Damn. Shout out to the chat, by the way. Shout out to my guys in the chat.
Hey yo, can we just spin the block?
Some of the peeps.
Can we just spin the block on Lamar really quick, because I feel like we kind of just glossed over it. If you're new, you might be kind of shocked to see me post things in the chat like they'll never let that thug win, or Lamar Embiid, or Lamar Harden. But these things do not come out of nowhere. There's a certain thing when it comes to the NFL where they want to see quarterbacks like Lamar succeed. They want to give him the MVP. They want him to have the shine. They want to bring people in that love people like Lamar, right? But when it comes time for prime time, at the end of the day, late in the year, in the playoffs, he's not going to make it, dude. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
He hang with too many street niggas, man.
You can't have your mom be your agent and then take $250 million.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna find that shit right now and read it.
It's just not gonna happen. But and it's really easy to just be like, well, Mahomes is so great, it's just his time. And frankly, partially I agree. But it also is about Lamar Jackson himself. I'd love to see your brother win, but the NFL just doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. It's just not his time.
They got to be a certain type
of brother. There you go, y'all. Because then the new people probably think that we just started saying shit like that. No, anybody that's new, we've been saying that. That's not new. We've been saying that shit. A lot of the things you hear us say, we've been saying it. It's just that it's carried on to this year again. It's kind of proving our point year after year after year. He's not the guy to host the trophy. It's a whole bunch of, let's just keep it 100. It's a whole bunch of white men and white women in suits sitting in a nice room. They have pictures up, and he's just not the picture. He's not, like, they can't say I'm not trying to be funny either. He's just not the picture. He doesn't know. He can't go to those meetings.
I'll really illustrate it. No, I got it. Hold on. I will paint the picture for you. I will paint the picture clearly. I'm gonna read this whole shit. I'm gonna paint the picture clearly for Lamar Jackson to really get this point out. Other than probably the alleged GOAT quarterback and the closeted one, no athlete has more blinds about them than this NFL player. Most of the items talk about who he's partying with rather than the partying himself. A few years ago, the NFL started following the player. They hired security who would try and follow him when they knew in advance that he was going out, especially when he was going out with one person in particular, Kodak Black, allegedly. That person has a long history of violent crimes, including guns and trafficking, both human and weapons. because he is rich and high profile. He has managed to avoid jail time for a lot of his crimes. The list of crimes the NFL knows about this person is way more than any local or federal law enforcement knows. The issue is how much the player knows and how much the player has been involved with what's been going on. Did the player participate in any of these crimes? They don't know. These are some truly horrific things the other person has been involved in, and everyone fears that there is a ticking time bomb with the player. Most teams don't want to take a chance during his contract negotiations. There you go. They not giving him shit. They got other articles about the shit, but
there you go, y'all. So y'all can just get off the.
Don't ask me again about when Lamar going to Super Bowl. I just told you right there. He ain't Michael Vick 2.0.
We would love to see it, but
just saying.
I don't know if we're gonna see it, y'all.
So and it's actually
facts. Jaden Daniels is the safer version of Lamar. If you notice, they got a Heisman winning black quarterback. Go for
I think that this past weekend really
same state, Maryland.
It really solidified it because he has all the tools. And going into the weekend, you hear the same conversations. Oh, they have this many all pros. Oh, they got Derrick Henry. He's a top running back. He's still in his prime. Oh, there's no if they just run these read options the right way. And when I saw Lamar drop back and look like he was about to get sacked, avoid the sack, and you're like, oh my God, I hope he doesn't fumble. He doesn't. Then he takes 3 more steps back. People have been saying it all week. He put the ball on the ground. I've seen people get the ball punched out.
No one touched that ball.
I've seen people get the ball punched out. I've seen people have the ball slip out of their hands. It looked like he put the ball down, okay? At that moment, I knew. I was like, there goes another year. It's just another one of those years for Lamar.
And the blatant pick too. The pick was he stared straight at the motherfucker.
Come on, bro. If anybody saw that game,
here you go, Rap.
What they've been saying all year, he hadn't had a single multi-turnover game all year, and then he has 2 in the first half. And this is after they already beat the Bills earlier this year. I don't know how more clear this shit can be. I am the last person out of the 4 of us that likes to be like, hey guys, I don't think this shit is real. But when I watch these specific moments, it's undeniable, bro. It's undeniable. I'm like, Lamar, they do not want you to have it, because on any other day, in any other game, they let him have it. He goes up against Josh Allen in the playoffs. He's putting the ball on the ground. That interception he threw, he just fucking threw it to the other team. There was no one even there. He just threw it to him.
Stared him down. He said, I tried to look him off and I didn't. I was like,
bro,
nigga, you locked
they
out,
caught that pick like it was a punt, bro. You can't make this shit up, dude. It's sad to watch, bro. It's honestly getting sad.
Process of elimination, y'all. What did we tell y'all that people in the chat that have been rocking since last year? Because that's when we first said it. And process of elimination. You write on a piece of paper or on your wall. You write every single team that got a black quarterback. Well, a lot of black quarterbacks are starting to like take over now. So that, I mean, that's a little different. But with the whole thing, well, you know, the whole black coaches, all the teams I got a black coach.
Black coaches, you got to mark them off first. You know that shit.
What happened?
Happening. You can mark off all the black coaches. Yeah, the Jets,
you
they
cross them out.
That's a tank coach.
There you go.
That's a tank coach. That's a Brian Flores. I see that shit from a mile away. That's a Steve
cross
Wilkes.
them out. Same thing with certain black quarterbacks too, though. Lamar, you cross them out, and then now it's a little bit easy for us to figure out who can possibly win the Super Bowl. See, like somebody like a Patrick Mahomes, you don't cross them out, obviously, right? But like any other black quarterback, you just cross them out. Now you know which teams have a better shot of winning the Super Bowl. Just is what it is. I'm not trying to be funny, not cooning, doing none of that, but it just is what it is, people. At some point, you just got to face reality.
What do you expect to see this weekend? Because I know somebody mentioned refs and Bills and Chiefs in the same sentence. Listen, what do you expect to see this weekend?
I want to prepare you all, okay? Because the whole narrative this week has been talking about the Chiefs and the refs and Mahomes flopping out of bounds. I am not here to tell you that the Chiefs aren't a very disciplined team and they don't just button it up in the playoffs, but I'm also not here to tell you that the officials make no difference in the game whatsoever, okay? If you care about your money, I am telling you, do not bet against do not bet against Mahomes and the Chiefs in the playoffs. I'm not telling you that you can't bet on the Bills. What I'm saying is don't bet against Mahomes. There's another game you can bet on. You can do whatever you want with that game. I have a pretty good idea of how it's going to go. What I'm telling you is if you're going to put money on the Chiefs and Bills game, don't bet against the Chiefs. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? There's just no reason to flush your money down the toilet. How many times do we have to see them win these improbable games, these one-score games, these random calls, these funny little special teams moments, okay? I don't think the Chiefs have an expert scouting department for special teams players, okay? Whatever magic we would like to attribute it to, the Chiefs just make that shit happen. So I am telling you, don't bet against Mahomes, okay? They got fucking Caitlin Clark up in the booth with Taylor Swift, okay? This shit is real, all right? I don't even know if Caitlin Clark likes football, okay? They're trying to warn you, right? Just don't bet against them. I'm begging you, please.
That nigga said Caitlin Clark.
Do you think the NFL should change the rules with certain teams? If like, for instance, let's just say the Chiefs, right? Since they're so superior, do you think they should? Do you think they deserve a bye, or do you think they deserve 2 buys? Not to be, and I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. I'm not trying, and that's why I always say, right? If it's real, right? If this is real and they're that good, do you think they just deserve 2 buys at this point? And I'm not trying to be.
No.
Why?
No. Hell
why not,
no.
Lo?
You got to build up some suspense, even if it is real shit. You got to give them something to look
They
forward
need the
to.
Chiefs on TV.
But every team keeps failing at this point, right? So what's the sense? Is what I'm saying.
I mean, this ain't final boss in Mortal Kombat, bro. Like he just sitting there waiting for everyone else to beat the shit out of him. No, bro. Like you gotta work your way up too, nigga. Like, what are we doing? No.
It was just a thought. You know, I was just thinking like.
I like the thought though. I ain't gonna lie. I like the thought though. They could do some other shit like go back to 6. Fuck all that. Just go
I
back
agree.
To
Yeah,
I agree.
The
That's
new
what they
playoff
need.
format is fucking
Stop all
terrible.
this 7 shit. Just go back to 6.
I agree. Go back to 6. I mean, they're going to what, 18 games now, right? Soon.
I hope so.
They talk about doing it. And it's not.
Yeah, stupid Goodell's going to do it because he's going to what he said he's going to drop off another preseason game.
Yeah,
dude, fuck the preseason. Just get rid of it, bro.
The thing is
exactly.
Oh yeah. Is the quality of the product gonna be worse because they got less reps as far as gamers? Why you think the first couple games of the season be more trash?
Bro, they're gonna suck regardless. Like if you keep the preseason games, they're just not gonna play their guys. If you get rid of the preseason game, they're not playing their guys. Just fucking get rid of them. No one even goes.
It's gonna be super bad, I'm telling you.
Well, if you have fucking like 20 games in the season, then okay, just accept the fact that the first couple
and niggas gonna be hurt and shit. You're gonna have more injuries early as hell. It's gonna be some bullshit.
They knocked out like 3-4 Chiefs skill players, and they're still going to the fucking Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. They're gonna get what they want. Dell, do you have an opinion on the Chiefs' success? What do you attribute that to? What's good?
Hey, I'm right there with you, bro. Like in the playoffs, I can't go against them, bro. So at the end of the day, I know we're not supposed to say our picks right now, but they going back for sure. So
we've only been doing this for like 2 or 3 fucking years, and Dell has finally come around to the truth. Thank you.
Okay, so it always brings back to my favorite thing to say. If it happens, who do you bet next year? Assuming that they keep Kelsey, right, for at least one more year. Mahomes still got Andy Reid and still got Steve Spagnuolo and Chris Jones. Those main guys.
The first.
Do you guys take the Chiefs next year?
The first team to ever win.
No.
Wait a minute. Hold on. But why don't you take the Chiefs next year though? Why?
They ain't that goddamn.
No.
They would ruin the product. No.
They ain't that stupid, bro.
No.
The 3-piece one thing, but 4, they ain't that dumb, bro.
But if they keep winning, everybody should still take them.
There's only certain sports that do this shit. Like motorsports that like Jimmy Johnson won his out of 7 NASCAR championships. This nigga won his first 5 in a row. That's half a year of dominance, nigga. That's a true dynasty. Lewis Hamilton, I want to say, didn't he win like 7 of them bitches doing F1?
I got you, Lo.
Yeah. Michael Schumacher, he won one year. That nigga had 2 broke legs. And they changed the rules and he still won that championship. How the
I
fuck they
just
do
wanted
that?
to ask y'all three. I don't know. Just asking, what happens if they win this year? Does everybody get on the fourth?
If the
Hell nah.
Chiefs win this year and they three-peat, there's a good chance Travis Kelce fucking proposes to Taylor Swift after the game and then retires immediately. And Andy Reid eats 30,000 cheeseburgers and Mahomes goes on a 2-year-long vacation to the fucking Caribbean islands. There's just no reason for us to assume that next year, after winning 3 in a row, people already hate the Chiefs more than cancer right now. If they win 3 in a row and then come back in next season and win the first 4 games, the NFL is just gonna have to shut down for safety reasons, bro. People will be so fucking angry.
But you know why I asked that? The only reason why I asked that is because for the people that think it's real, why not? What would stop them next? You know what I'm saying? What would stop them next year? What team would stop them next year? Every single body fails. So like, don't the train just keep going? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? All of a sudden, why does it stop?
I'm saying, why the NFL pushing the 3-peat so much? What do they gain from the 3-peat?
Wait, what? Why the NFL pushing?
People love having a villain, bro. It's literally it's LeBron and the Heat saying not 4, not 5, not 6. It's KD with the Warriors. It's fucking Mbappe going to Real Madrid. People like having somebody to root against. Like, it's way more fun rooting against somebody than rooting for somebody. And I know this personally.
That's true.
It's not fun to be like, oh, these are the good guys and the good guys always win. Do you know why people like
the good guys turn into the bad guys because people get tired of them because they get boring and stale? That's what happens.
Do you know why people like Avengers Infinity War more than Endgame? Because the bad guy won. And sometimes it's fun when the bad guy wins. And the Chiefs are the bad guys right now. I don't think they're bad people, but people hate fucking seeing them win. And they're just so fucking cheesy about it. Taylor Swift, Caitlin Clark, Andy Reid's eating a cheeseburger after the big game. Where are you going? Oh, I'm just going to have a cheeseburger. Patrick Mahomes sounds like fucking Kermit the Frog. He's flopping on the sidelines. People fucking hate it.
Hold on, but here's the thing, Derek P. I don't know if I gotta disagree with you. I'm gonna tell you why. Because as much as y'all know I'm going against the Chiefs this year, are the Chiefs really the bad guys this year? Because sports betting is a big ass thing, and when they pay you out, like I got paid off for the Chiefs out of 2 Super Bowls they won, not the one last year, but the other 2 years. So are they really bad guys when you bet on them and they making you that money? You see what I'm saying? Like,
they're not bad guys to me. I love them. I'm talking about everybody else.
You get what I'm saying, right?
For most people, hate them.
Okay, I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you guys are saying, but I that's just a question that I ask people a lot. It's like, if that train is still going, why do you want it to stop? Right? If it's real, and this is not for you guys, but for the ones that's sitting here watching, that would still come on here and say it's real, why would they hop off the train? Keep going if it's real, right? If they win 5, 6, 7, 8, it doesn't matter because they're just that good. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Wait, say that again.
No, okay. What I'm saying is like, okay, you see how, let's say they 3-peat. If the Chiefs 3-peat, right? If the NFL was 100% real, what would stop them from winning 4 or 5 or 6 in a row if this sport is real? And the referees or the owners have no influence on the outcome of the game. Why do we get off of the bus? If it's still working, and like if it's kind of like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I'm saying. The 3-peat shouldn't matter. The 4-peat shouldn't, they just keep winning. Why don't everybody just stay on the bus? Is what I'm saying. If they're just that good. Because no matter who you put them up against in the AFC, let's just say, they keep failing. So
you know why? I'll tell you why.
All right, let me hear it.
You can't be the good guy forever. Think about the Warriors when they won that first one against the Cavs in their little series. That was cool. People liked the shit.
Okay, so when you say
the second one, the Cavs won. LeBron won from the hated guy to the face. Everybody liked the Cavs. They did the 3-1 comeback. It's LeBron. He won for the city. Cool. Then they get KD. The Warriors do. Then they win. People hate them niggas now. It's like, man, fuck the Warriors, bro. They done cheated. They got Kevin Durant. They got the best player in the league and shit.
Okay.
How the fuck they supposed to win? And then they win the next year, and then people hated and got tired of it. But then they played the Raptors, and people was happy that the Raptors beat their ass because Kawhi Leonard's just a quirky ass motherfucker. It was like, cool, he got a ring.
Facts.
So
Okay.
yeah, you see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
All right. That's a
balances.
good answer. So for those that that's watching, I just if they win this year, which is a good chance that they can, because they're the final four left. Yeah, I shouldn't hop off the train next year, especially if they keep that whole same squad. I mean, not the same squad, but Chris Jones, Steve Spagnuolo, maybe Travis Kelce, maybe for one more year. I know Derek P keeps saying he's going to retire, which I probably think that will happen too. But let's just assume he goes for one more year, right? Assume. And then you still got Patrick Mahomes, and you still got the coach, Andy Reid. Why not go for 4? They're just that good, though.
They're just not going to have the same drive. They are going to. They're going to complete the mission. Like, the job is done. They could go fucking 7-10 next year, and people would still love them. They'd still buy the jerseys. They'd still be fans. And the NFL gets to be like, see, it's not rigged. There's clearly parity. These other teams are competing. Look at Caleb Williams. He got a new young fucking Jimmy Neutron, white offensive-minded coach. Look at the Lions and their story. They have different coaches now. Are they still going to be as good? What's Aaron Rodgers doing, if anybody still cares? Okay. It benefits them to have multiple relevant storylines. Where's Tyreek Hill going to go? Like, these things matter. I think the league is at its best when there are multiple stories to follow and not just like, well, how good are the Chiefs this year? That's not going to be the story next year. There's no way. People get tired of it. I want the Chiefs to win this year, and I'm already getting sick of it. So by next year, I think pretty much everybody will be over. And the Chiefs, man, these are grown men putting their lives at risk. They aren't going to go as hard as they did for a 4-peat after they do something that nobody else has ever done. They're human at the end of the day.
I got another question for all three of you guys. Hypothetically speaking, the Chiefs win, right? How long do you think Patrick Mahomes is going to keep playing? Me, I thought about something. I think he's going to Patrick Mahomes will probably be one of those players that's going to have a short career. I know y'all probably say I sound crazy, but I do think Patrick Mahomes is going to have a short career.
Define short career.
What I mean by meaning, like, he's not going to do a Brady. Because you got a lot of people thinking that he's gonna freaking play till he's 83 years old. Sorry, excuse me. You know what I mean. I don't think that's gonna happen. I really do think if he does win, he should be good for maybe not to be funny. After this year, maybe at least 5 more years tops, and something's gonna happen to where he has to stop. Not an injury, but like, oh, I want to spend more time with my kids, and this and that. And I just don't see that whole 20-year. I don't see that. I don't see it. That's what I mean. I don't see it. I could be wrong. Who knows? But I just don't see that. Because it's happening too fast. On my live yesterday, I said it. I said, okay, the Patriots run, let's just say it started from 2001, ended in 2019 when Brady threw that interception against the Titans, right? It was a wrap after that. That's 18 years, right? It's 18, 19 years of quote-unquote dominance, but they only really was able to pull off 6 championships at that time. Patrick Mahomes is about to pull off 4, right? Within 6 years. You guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like give Patrick Mahomes, 6 years, give him another 12 more years to add to the 18 years of playing. How many rings does he get?
I think he might cap off at 4, man.
Damn, that's what I'm saying. At some point, he's gonna have to cap out early. I think
I know some people like he gonna pass Brady. He gonna get 7. I'm like, the fuck he not?
Nah,
that ain't happening. Nah, not when they just named Brady the GOAT. Shit.
Yeah. So that was just my thing. Like, I kind of like, I'm a numbers guy. I like to look at things like that. Like, because if he do it, shit, can't even hate on that shit, right? But it's like, are they really just gonna let him pass Brady that quick? Because honestly, that erases everything. If that erases everything Brady ever did, because he's already about to erase Joe Montana, and the old heads that's older than me.
That was the GOAT before.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Therapy. Dell, like all the guys that's older than all of us, they still hold Joe Montana in high regards, right? It just is what it is. They, that's who they saw, that's who they love. So like Patrick Mahomes is already about to erase Joe Montana. You don't even hear about Joe Montana anymore. It's just Mahomes and Brady. Let's just be for real. So like, how does that happen?
The same way the NBA does with LeBron and Jordan act like Kobe don't exist.
I like
Same
that.
shit. They only bring up Kobe when it's convenient for them to market some game or some shit.
I like
It's
that.
8:24. We got an NBA game.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that, Lo. I like that. I like that. There you go. Those are just questions that I just ask. But for anybody out there that think, because I'm fading the Chiefs this year, I hate the Chiefs. No, I have videos of me high on the Chiefs when they won against San Francisco the first time, when they beat Philly, right? I have, what I'm saying? I just lost last year to the Chiefs. That's the only time I bet them. I bet against
last weekend.
But that's all. I just wanted to ask you guys that. I just wanted to ask you guys that question because these are things that we have to think about. Like, okay, yes, they're winning, but how long does this ride go before it gets to the end? That's all I wanted to know. But
I feel confident. I'm ready to make picks. Hit me.
I don't know about no damn 3-peat, but as far as them going to the Super Bowl, that's another conversation. What the fuck am I not? Okay. First game Sunday, 3 p.m. We got Washington at Philadelphia. Eagles 6-point favorite. We know Jay Daniels, rookie quarterback, took the Washington Commanders to the NFC Championship game, doing shit we ain't seen before. Eagles, they back to a familiar place. This time it's not the Niners. Dale, I'm gonna start with you. Who you got?
That spread kind of high, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
But I love the Philadelphia Eagles this weekend to go to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Why you love them so much?
I mean, the Commanders are a feel-good story right now. And with me, I just feel like the only team that can give the Chiefs a run for their money is Philadelphia. I don't think Commanders can do it. So I just think Philly, they're just too stacked. And then they pick up Barkley for no reason. So
B, who you got?
I can't back out now. I can't back out now. In my Dr. Umo voice, saying it 3 times. I've been seeing a lot of 2-6 a lot lately. It's just so funny that Saquon Barkley just had to have a great season this year. He's number 26. I pay attention to them type of things, and I just found it funny that we can actually have a 2 versus 6 type of a Super Bowl, right? I'm gonna stick with the Commanders to win, and yeah, I'm not going to change that. If it's not a confident, like this is not something I would bet until in play. Let me say that again. In play,
Get the feel of the game first.
Absolutely. I'm gonna in play this game. I'm not pregame. I don't like pregaming like that. In play, but I am on the Commanders. I'm not gonna back out and just change it now. I don't want let me get the Commanders.
Derek, who you got?
Put a lot of thought into this. People are right that the Commanders, great story. Jaden Daniels, they talk about him like he's a top 5 quarterback. Settle down. I'm gonna have to. I lean Eagles. I think that the spread being only -6 is pretty interesting. If you put the hammer to my nail, I would tell you to take the Eagles -6. Since we only got 2 games, we might as well do spreads too. I would take the Eagles -6 because they got Saquon Barkley's rushing total. The over-under is like the highest of any running backs ever. They got that shit at like 129.5 or something. The Commanders are giving up crazy points to the Lions. I think that the Eagles' secondary is better. Also, because I think I know who's going to win the AFC game. Not as confident, but imagine the Commanders versus anybody in the Super Bowl. Like, what are we talking about? So, give me the Eagles. Saquon goes crazy. Jalen Hurts doesn't have to do much. AJ Brown is just reading by the second half. He's not even running routes anymore.
I'm gonna say one more thing. If we look in the trenches, right? Eagles O line is way better. Eagles D line is way better. That Russian prop that Derek said, 129.5. Eagles gonna run all over the Commanders this weekend. It's not, to me, like Derek said, that Eagles -6. That's a good bet this weekend.
You know what? One thing I can't ignore about the Eagles is Jalen Hurts. Been to the Super Bowl, lost already. Usually, when you go and you lose the first time, you don't go back.
You don't go back.
It is very hard for me to ignore that. I could totally see the Eagles winning this game. No lie. I could easily see them winning this game, especially Washington can't stop shit. They can't stop a nosebleed. Save their life. Everything got to come down to Jay Daniels doing what he got to do. And if you notice, every Washington game besides the Detroit game comes down to the last play. The last time they played, it came down to the last play. I think it's going to be some shit like that where Philadelphia has this in hand, but they fuck around and give this game away to Washington late. I'm going to take the commies in this one.
Interesting. Okay.
Because yeah, if like you said, if your man Jalen Hurts goes back to the Super Bowl, see,
and
now you got
paid too on top of that. Let's not forget.
And now you got to win. So honestly, Jalen Hurts, if you go back to the Super Bowl and then you face let's say a Patrick Mahomes and lose twice, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's worse than Lamar always failing in the playoffs. It's worse because you keep going. You went there twice. You had a crack at Patrick Mahomes within a 2-year span, right, or something like that, and you failed both times. You better off not even making it to the Super Bowl if everybody's heavy on the Chiefs on the other side.
100%. I'm gonna say this one thing too. Whoever the Eagles play in the Super Bowl, in which I know the Eagles are gonna win this Sunday, I got a feeling Philly gonna take it all this year. Right now. It's only right now though.
Shit.
It's subject to change, but right now, I love Philly these last 2 weeks.
You say Philly gonna take it all this year?
Bro, the Super Bowl is happening on Sunday between the Chiefs and the Bills.
Right.
Whoever wins that game is going to win.
Wait, you said the Eagles going to win the Super Bowl? What?
So if the Bills beat the Chiefs, you think they're going to beat Philly?
They are not going to let Josh Allen beat the Golden Boy and then fall on his face in the Super Bowl. If you beat Mahomes, you win the Super Bowl. Like that's just how it feels to me. Like, what's the point of letting him get through just to lose 2 weeks later?
I feel it like, Mike Hunt, Ruben. I feel it like y'all have an opinion. I got an opinion myself. Ruben, you said Commanders gonna beat the Eagles. What's gonna happen when they not going to the Super Bowl next week? Then what?
Okay, here's the thing. If the Commanders beat the Eagles and the Bills beat the Chiefs, I'm probably going to take the Commanders. Because why put a rookie in the Super Bowl?
It ain't going to happen. What are we talking about here?
So Jalen going to go back and lose again to the same team? Is that that's
Jalen Hurts has already had this narrative building about how they're just leaning on Saquon. They rested him at the end of the season, so he didn't get the record, so he'd be ready for now. His rushing line's up to 130. If the Eagles go to the Super Bowl and play the Bills,
hey, hold on, I just thought of something. Hey, Penn State, yeah. Speaking of Saquon, Penn State, what happened? They went to the semis, right? What happened to them? What happened to them?
Didn't they get fucking smoked by Ohio State?
Notre Dame, and they went. Yeah, I think if Pennsylvania team gonna lose again in the semis. Go figure. And Saquon just so happened to play for the Eagles.
We all got our opinion, bro. But
I'm just saying, I'm just spitballing. You know what I'm saying, off the dome. We're spitballing off the dome.
At the end of the day, Commanders being here is very fluky.
I won't disagree with that.
Ain't nobody in this chat thought that
The way that
Commanders would be in
win
this
games is
position right now.
insane.
It's
telling
not that
bro.
crazy though to beat the Buccaneers
But
and
come
then
on,
the
it's crazy.
Lions, who've had a bad defense all year because they got
No, it's
hella
the way
injuries.
they
But
win. It's
let's
not that they win. It's the way they be winning.
let,
It's the last play of the game always.
let's talk
Yeah.
about
That's
it
fishy.
though. At
That's
the
what's
beginning
fishy.
of the year, did anybody in this chat or on this panel think the Commanders would make it this far?
No, of course not.
Hell no.
No.
They're a feel good story right now, and that feel good story is ending in 3 days. 3 days at 12 p.m. my time.
Hey,
3
shout out
p.m.
to my
Eastern.
boy Ian. Shout out to Ian in that motherfucker, man. Shout out to Ian.
See, and that's the other thing. Commanders is why y'all thinking so deep into this shit? The Eagles are gonna win.
And you think they're gonna win the Super Bowl too, right?
Huh? You said what?
You got them winning the Super Bowl too, right? The
The
Eagles.
Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Damn, this nigga Dell's on the Eagles. That's crazy. I am so surprised, bro.
I ain't see that coming, man.
Generally, people that get humiliated for like a month straight don't come back after a concussion and then win the Super Bowl. But it's fun. It's a fun idea.
Someone said Pat Mahomes' ankle issue came up again. That shit every playoffs, bro. This nigga always got a hobble ankle, but he can still run somehow.
Seriously,
he
though,
forget to
y'all
limp
notice that?
sometimes. He'll limp a couple plays and walk back normal. Then oh shit.
What is up with lovable, light-skinned leaders of a team and getting ankle injuries? Him, fucking
Curry.
Steph Curry. This shit is old news. Stop it. It's boring.
Nah, that should be funny as hell. Though, I ain't gonna lie. He be
Every
getting free
time Steph
practice
tries to
sessions
go to the
and shit.
finals, he gets
That
his
shit
fucking
wild.
ankle hurt, bro.
At the same time, all the
It's
time.
the same shit.
Like the first time he won the
Yeah.
Super Bowl was like a knee. He had a knee injury. Because I forgot who was that? Chase Daniel. Somebody had to start for like a couple games.
A fucking
The
Chad
next,
Henne
the
injury,
next
I think.
Super Bowl, I think he had something. The year after that, it was the ankle against the Eagles. Then that shit was in the playoffs again last year. Yeah, every year. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard them do that shit about Tom Brady. I don't like him, but at the same time, I ain't never heard him make up injuries that Tom Brady had. Just
Nah,
throw a
they
damn
did.
football.
Nah,
at
he
him. I'm just
was
saying.
did. They
barely
didn't.
injured.
Nope.
Man, you couldn't
He
touch
had
him. That's
that
the
one
thing.
serious injury that 1 year.
They knew he couldn't run, so you should like don't
He
touch
got
him.
injured that 1 year, and they literally changed the rules.
There you go.
Exactly.
I was just about to say that. Shout out to you for saying. If you notice with Tom Brady's situation with injury, he had an injury that just cut him off the whole year. So like that was the NFL's way of doing him. Like you're gonna be injured the whole year. The Patrick Mahomes shit is for I don't know what it is. Every February, they should make a bet. They should have a bet on a betting
Patrick
line.
Mahomes ankle injury odds.
Patrick Mahomes gonna have an ankle injury in February. I swear to God. Then that's when all of us would make a lot of money. Everybody in the chat, if you ever see that, make sure you take that bet. All of you guys wouldn't have to work no more. Everybody that's on this live right now, us four, make sure you take that bet. We wouldn't have to work a day in our life anymore. Now that makes sense. He's always injured with a knee injury or something with the leg every February. Win or lose every February.
Even in the Super Bowl, that nigga hurt somehow.
All the time.
But he be perked up, man. He be having fun with that shit. It is what it is. Work. Do your hustle, Pat. Do your hustle. Anyway, next game, Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Buffalo at KC. KC is a 2-point favorite. Buffalo was undefeated at home. Last time they played, it was in Buffalo. We know how that went. And the Chiefs, they're undefeated at home as well. And this game is in Kansas City. I am taking the Chiefs on this one. You're playing two teams when you play the Chiefs. I don't think the Bills can beat both of them. Derek, who you got?
Yeah, I'm having to go with the Kansas City refs. I mean the Kansas City Chiefs. Y'all shouldn't be surprised. Come on, man. It just I've just been telling y'all this all year. Don't bet against the Chiefs. Just don't bet against the Chiefs. Just don't bet against the Chiefs. Taylor Swift's going to be in the building more than likely. Travis Kelce over on the yards, over on the receptions. Somehow or another, he ends up wide open all the time. You could injure 3 Chiefs receivers, 2 running backs, the team nurse, the assistant general manager. Everybody can have their leg broke. Somehow Travis Kelce still ends up wide open, and I'm sure he'll be wide open a couple times again. Give me the Chiefs. Unless Josh Allen has an all-time legendary instant classic, certified hood classic effort, I do not see the Bills having any chance. But if Josh Allen comes out and throws for fucking 350 yards, has 3 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, then okay, maybe the Bills will have it. But the Bills literally have one guy. They have one fucking guy. So unless he has a legendary game, I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs. The universe wants it.
He said he's gonna have to turn into the winter soldier if the Bills want to win. I got you. B, who you got?
I'm taking the Bills.
Oh, shit.
He said that shit.
I'm taking. I'm taking.
That shit quick as fuck.
Huh?
Listen, everybody can trash me after Sunday. I'll take that. Like I've been saying that on my lives. Y'all can go ahead. I feel like last year I know I was on the Bills to go against the 49ers, and then the 49ers trashed them. 49ers made it, but the Bills didn't go. I do think that like I've been saying, it's just something about this 1-7 type of number that's been going on all year. And the things that's going down here in New York, I just do think is they'll let the Bills win this year. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to happen. And yeah, I think it's going to be the Bills. I really think it's going because and another thing is, assuming this is real too, right? I love to say that Josh Allen just needs to get thrown out the league if he loses again. I really truly believe that, right? If this is real and you keep losing, you need to get thrown out the league, or you just need to go to the NFC.
0-4 against Mahomes in the playoffs is just it's just unforgivable. He's fucking cooked.
I got the Bills.
Dale, who you got?
Sometimes, you just can't fade what's been working these past few years. The Bills barely beat Baltimore Ravens last week, and Baltimore had a terrible game. Terrible. And Dante, how did you know? I do think it's real. But anyways, how can you bet against the Chiefs, B? How can you? In this, situation, you get what I'm saying? Three-peat is a feel-good story. To go back, I don't know if they're going to win it all, but to go back to try to three-peat, that's a good story, right? Taylor Swift, it seems like they don't lose when she's in the building, right? And it's just something. It's always, trends that always follow each other every year. Buffalo Bills beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the regular season. The KC turn around and beat them in the playoffs. And that's something I can't go against. And that's something, we should all not do is overthink. Because sometimes we overthink ourselves into thinking the other team is going to win. Like, for example, the Commanders. The Commanders ain't beating the Eagles. And Buffalo, they're not beating Kansas City. So it's going to be a rematch of the Eagles and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Makes sense to me.
Eagles and the Chiefs. Another rematch. Tell you, man, y'all gonna end up like the NBA, NFL. Y'all keep getting too cocky with this shit. Anyway, the locks this week, we're gonna do it differently. We're gonna do one team, and then you can pick a prop bet, a spread, whatever you want for the second one. So mine, I'm taking the Chiefs money line and Jay Daniels over 1.5 TD passes. So, Derek, what you got?
Lock Chiefs money line and Travis Kelce over receptions.
Dale, what you got?
I got the Eagles money line and -6, whatever you want to do. I'm confident in both of those. And I got Jalen Hurts over on his passing yards.
B, what you got?
You got Bills. It's my lock, and Jaden Daniels, 2 touchdowns, over 1.5.
Gotcha.
Let me ask you a question. For the people in the chat, right? I hear a lot of people that's heavy on the Chiefs in the chat. I'm not trying to be funny, but like, why don't y'all empty your bank accounts and take the Chiefs? All jokes aside, if anybody can say it, if anybody can answer in the chat, why
I've
don't
been
y'all
doing it every
empty?
week. It's
I mean,
pretty good to me.
that should be like the easiest bet alive. The empty, because I definitely would empty my bank account if I was on the Chiefs. Then I was wondering why a lot of people don't do that. I'm just not trying to be funny, but why don't people do that if it's like the easiest money ever?
What, for them to win it all or for them to go?
Like all that money on the Chiefs, yeah, like whatever they have, like it's like easy. It's easy, like oh, if I have like $500 left in my bank account, that's the easiest flip ever. Like I just want to know why people won't do that.
For sure.
I think that there's a certain level of variance in sports. There's never like truly you can. So I go a lot off of momentum and narrative. It's kind of clear to see which direction the league is going. It's not always clear exactly how far they're going to take it or how it's going to look week to week, but it's kind of just like a statistics thing, you know. If I bet on a team to win every single week and they only lose like 5 to 10% of the time, then yeah, I could, you know, I'm not going to throw everything in on this 1 week because I know that this could be the 1 week where, for example, at the end of the year, they don't play their starters, right? Or it's not a playoff game, or they lose in the first half. But I think that generally speaking, over time, the way that betting generally works is just like you follow how Dell kind of mentioned earlier, the trend. The trend is that KC is going to win. But when there are certain other contradictory narratives, like Josh Allen has literally never beat this team in the playoffs, or a rookie quarterback has never won a Super Bowl, or Saquon Barkley has run for more yards than any other running back in Eagles history, then it's fair to say, like, okay, there are these other contradictory narratives. So week to week, the Chiefs are a great bet. But for big games like this, where it's like, oh, if Josh Allen loses this game, nobody will have any more faith in him for the rest of his career to beat Mahomes. Then it's safe for me to be like, okay, I think the Chiefs are going to win, but I'm not going to tell you to bet on them. I'm just going to tell you not to bet against them. To me, it's either you're confident the Chiefs bet on them or you're not confident in them, stay away. But there's no, what I'm telling you is don't bet on the Bills.
That's there you go. That's what I'm saying. So everybody should be locked and loaded on the Chiefs. Because that should be an easy that they can take. They don't even have to watch the game. They can just bet it and just wait to collect after the game's over.
It's not financial advice.
So I'm gonna say this: if you got 2,000 in your bank account, bet 2,000 on the Chiefs.
There you go, y'all. There you go, y'all.
Ball out, double that shit.
There you go. That's what I'm saying, y'all.
You gonna have 4,000 for the Super Bowl. Do your thing.
You said bet on who again?
Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
It's inevitable, bro. Like I don't like the Chiefs, bro, to keep honest, bro. But I'm just, you know, like I can't stand them. But I just don't. I don't see Buffalo going in the.
Now I'm not saying that I'm not saying that the Chiefs gonna lose. I'm not saying that at all. But if you know, if people's confident, that's kind of an easy lick right there.
Like, look at, not to point you out, Ruben, but look at his comment right now.
Which
I
one?
literally have 5K parlay with Commanders and Chiefs, right? You see it?
Where the
If the
hell
Chiefs
do you
win,
see? Hold
if
on,
the Chiefs
what?
win, that's the Super Bowl I would love to see. If the Chiefs win,
Let's
Chiefs and
move
Commanders.
it towards the top.
Yeah, it's going to be KC and Washington. That's what Cowgirl Queen said, right? Or maybe somebody else said it before.
So, going to that, there's going to be a lot of parlays with that this weekend. I'm telling you, people are on Commanders this weekend, bro. It's just an eye test.
I think that the Commanders plus the points, if you want to like tease that up, it's not a terrible bet. Like, I don't see the Eagles blowing out the Commanders, but I will say this:
Nah, they're gonna make
What
this
do you
shit
mean
close. That
blowing
game gonna
out?
be close.
What do you mean?
by blowout, I mean they're not going to win by more than like 9 points.
Bro.
Like, that's not gonna happen.
Bro.
9-10 points.
So this is what's going to happen. What I think. The Chiefs and Bills game is going to be very close. It's going to go down to the wire. That's what I think.
You think so?
I do.
They ain't gonna have the MVP go out like no hoe if he gonna lose.
Eagles and the Commanders, I think that's going to be a bloodshed. That shit is going to be a bloodbath, bro.
Shit.
I'm just telling you, bro. That's how, bro. Commanders are not on Eagles level. It's so disrespectful, bro.
I'm thinking about going to that game. I don't work Sunday. If I don't do the lives, if I don't do no lives, I think I'm driving to Philly and I'm going to that game. To be honest with you, and it's funny you say a blowout. I don't want to go drive out there just for a blowout.
Don't do it.
You think it's gonna be a blowout?
Don't do it. Watch it on TV. Save your gas. Save your money. Bro. It's gonna get.
Think it's a blowout? Shit.
To me, in my opinion, I think
my favorite bet to make lately is if I'm really confident a team is going to win, but I don't like the money line odds, I do money line first half and money line second half and parlay it. Like I did that for all the Ohio State games and cash. I do it. I don't do it for Chiefs games because they like to let teams get a little head start and then win the end. But I'm telling y'all this, not financial advice, but it is what I'm doing. Eagles first half money line, Eagles second half money line. I'm gonna look it up real quick and see how much it is, and I'm gonna get
it's
back.
It's probably like minus 120 something.
Like those are the type of bets that I like to make because if a team is just better and are meant to win, you can't get good value on the money line, but you can get good value on first half and second.
I'm gonna just give an example from last week when we were on the show. People overthinking. Don't overthink. People thought Notre Dame was going to beat Ohio State. Were y'all out of y'all fucking mind?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Were y'all out of y'all fucking mind?
That was crazy.
Who said
Bro,
that?
It was
shit?
a few people in the comments.
Who said that shit?
I don't know. I don't remember. But you remember Notre Dame bucket, free money. Like, Nick, what the fuck are y'all talking about? The Cathedral.
Oh, because it was MLK Day and Marcus Freeman Black and
Cathedral
all that shit.
so and so back in 1792. Like, come on, bro. At the end of the day, sometimes you don't want to overthink shit.
Eagles first half and Eagles second half right now on the Green Sportsbook app. We're not sponsored. It's plus 142. If you think the Eagles are going to have more points in the first half and win the game, it's plus 142. Plus 142. So if you want better than even money, you could just say, I think the Eagles are going to be better in the first and the second half. Those are the type of bets I like to make. Because at the end of the first half, whoever's winning, if I think they're going to win, I'm set. I'm good. So
I think it was it's this nigga in the chat. Holler, yeah, what's good, bro? What happened with Notre Dame? I think it was you. If I'm not mistaken, Notre Dame.
I ain't never heard that one. That's interesting. Said Barkley is winning the ring, not on his birthday team, because it's February 9th, Super Bowl day. Teams of that person lose on his birthday, just how it is.
But I'm not gonna lie. I was sweating the Ohio State game, though. I'm not gonna lie. I took the minus 8.
For what? No reason to.
Bro, I took the minus 8.5 for 550, bro. Nigga. Bro, what? I got lucky at the end with the field goal.
Yeah, I don't like minus 8.5. It is not a good number. It usually doesn't land on something around that, like 8 or 9 or 10 points or something like that. Anything over, like Yeah, I don't like that number at all. You gotta
That
be-
nigga said you gotta be on fent, boy.
This is why I like when we do these type of picks and it's down to 4 teams. It's always better like
Yeah.
that to me when it's 4 teams left and we don't have to worry about nobody else. That's what I like. I'm looking at the chat a lot and I'm listening to you guys. Like I can read back everything all you guys just said. It makes it better like this when it's 4 teams left. I would really like to see how this goes because even though I'm on the Bills, I think me personally, I think this is a toss-up for every team, to be honest with you. I think this is the year of parity. It can be the year of parity, to be honest. I really
I see what you're saying.
you know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Like I said how do all 4 teams have anything to do with each other? I mean, deal with America. And I'm on my live. I said, okay, well, you got the Chiefs and Commanders, right? Commander in Chief. I heard a lot of people.
Commander in Chief.
Right. A lot of people were saying that. Makes a lot of sense, right?
So funny, bro.
I said
they should have that Super Bowl every 4 years.
Yeah. How does the Eagles have anything to do with it? And then I thought about it. Yeah, America's
bird.
represented by what? The bald eagle, right? And then I said, well, how the fuck does the Bills have anything to do with it? Well, what's America's colors? Red, white, and blue. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, and about Washington, the nation's capital, and then Philadelphia, the original nation's capital before DC. So there's those 2, and election year.
Exactly. So when I figured that out, when I was doing my life, I said, okay, I can see why these 4 teams is last. It makes sense. So it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. I understand. I see a lot of people saying Commanders. I see a lot of people saying Philly. Obviously, a lot of Eagles.
Appreciated Ruben. He said Commanders, Chiefs, free money. If I'm wrong, watch. There's no damn way. I've been hitting every game, recoup money with Bills game 2.
Ruben, you got Cash App. Shit, I'm gonna make that bet. God damn.
Commanders, Chiefs, free money. If I'm wrong, like I said, if the Chiefs beat the Bills, that's actually a Super Bowl I would like to see. But the Commanders got to win the game first because that's the first game. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is? Ain't gonna happen.
Damn, shit. Gee,
as somebody that wants the Chiefs to three-peat, I am way more worried about the Commanders than the Eagles because if the Eagles come in, bro, we know it's literally just stop one fucking guy, bro. That's
Chiefs.
it. But if it's the Commanders and Chiefs, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, bro.
Wait.
If Jay Daniels made it all the way to the Super Bowl, he's probably gonna win it too.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me ask you this. I said this hypothetically speaking because I'm not on the Eagles at all. That's the last team I want to see win out of 4 left. Now, what if we see the Eagles versus the Chiefs and Andy Reid possibly goes to his last Super Bowl and loses against his former team?
It's not going to happen.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't believe that. But what if we was to see that?
Bro, it's possible.
Jalen Hurts is not going to win a Super Bowl this year.
You said who?
I don't believe Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is not going to win a Super Bowl. It's not going to happen. I don't believe it.
Yeah, no. That ain't happening.
Hey, okay.
He lost.
You know what's crazy?
Okay. And he already got paid. He damn sure ain't winning.
You know what's crazy? What's Mahomes?
Just asking.
What is Mahomes' record in the Super Bowl?
Say it again.
Mahomes, his record in the Super Bowl.
3-1.
3-1.
All the gematria heads out there. What is Chiefs? What do that equal?
What is that? 4-1.
32.
32.
I think they're gonna lose one. They're gonna lose that game. They're gonna lose that game to somebody.
Uh-oh.
That's the Vegas rug pull right there. Because obviously a lot of people got the Chiefs.
And that's that whole 3-2. That's that whole 33 shit. That's that whole 33 shit, right? Yo, it always comes back to 6. The 33, 6. Let me ask you a question. Everybody in the chat and you 3 guys too. Add up the numbers of the quarterbacks in the last 4 quarterbacks. Add those numbers up. What do you get? What do you get?
You motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
You motherfucker.
Patrick Mahomes 15, right? Josh Allen 17. So what is that? That's 32. Who's number 5? And then Jalen Hurts is number 1.
Jaden
That's
Daniels.
38, right? Oh,
6.
what do you mean? That don't make no sense. Okay, what is 3 times 8, people? 24. What is 2 plus 4? 6.
Shit crazy, man. Shit crazy.
Goes back to that
That man
6.
saw the Rubik's Cube.
You divide that by 2, you get the 3, people. It's always gonna come back to that. Always gonna come back to that 6 some way, somehow. When I figured that out, I said, oh shit, that was crazy. Yep, 3 times 8. And that's how much the Chiefs scored when they beat the Eagles 2 years ago.
Chiefs equals 32.
38 to 35, right? Something like that.
Kansas
And not to mention, this is the 2024 season.
Kansas City equals 32.
Yeah.
38. Yep, 3 times 8, 24. What season was this? This is the NFL season 2024. 4 plus 2, 6. 33.
Sultan said still Kobe year.
Facts.
That's true. She ain't concluded yet. It ain't closed out yet. No.
Saquon, if you watching this, I doubt you are. Take it home, baby.
Oh man.
All right, I'm assuming that's a closing comment right there, man. Shout out to Derek over there. Shout out to Derek. He subscribed to his channel, do music reviews, all type of funny shit. He got his own podcast over there. Derek does his own intro. Shout out to my boy Dale. Known this nigga too long. Shout out to B Fire over there going crazy on the live. I saw you over there the other night, man, or the other day.
Your name,
saw
nigga,
you.
and I wait, hold on. And I
man.
hope that nigga's sitting there listening too, because your name is Neil, nigga.
Neil.
Shut up. I don't want to hear your mouth. Your name is Neil. Everybody that saw that chat, your name is Neil. Don't ever disrespect me ever again. Your name Neil. I don't care about your name. That's your name. And if you sitting here in the chat,
the way the name was
because you probably in the chat, but you not in the chat, but you probably watching and not talking. But you shut up and you make sure you subscribe to everybody here and you shut up because you think it's real. I don't want to hear your mouth ever again. And matter of fact, I want you to subscribe and I want you to keep watching me because your name is Neil, nigga. Shut up. That's all I had to say.
Hit that like button. Like I say, RKO with Code Breaker is 619 and Sweet Chin Music is Stone Cold Stunner. I don't give a fuck. Superman punch it. Spirit. Swanton Bombing, man. Hit that like button. We out.